get exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds. Question is, what to you is the true identity of a Filipino, and how do you intend to promote it to the world?
The Filipino identity embraces his or her roots and values and strives to live with it. The national identity must be kept alive, and we can do this in 3 things. First is education. We can embed more cultural appreciation and understanding in our educational system. In this way, we empower the Filipino youth to become advocates for our country. Second is engagement. We have to engage with communities in charge of preserving our culture and heritage. In this way, we know where they are coming from and how we can support them. Third is empowerment. We have to empower the communities involved in Philippine film, fashion, music, food, and local products. In this way, we're able to give them opportunities where they can thrive and flourish. Through education, engagement, and empowerment, we can bring the Philippines in the international stage and proudly promote them in the world. Thank you.
Inspiring answer. Indeed, the education system is very important. Thank you. Wonderful. Next is the Miss Philippines Cebu City. What to you is the true identity of a Filipino, and how do you intend to promote it to the world?
To be a Filipino is to be a dreamer. And being Filipino means chasing those dreams relentlessly. I too am a dreamer, and once upon a time, I was an artist who dreamed of studying fashion design. I dreamed of creating life out of patterns and textiles. But I was told, you'll work grueling hours. It is not a respected job. And worst of them all, there is no money in the arts. With that being said, our artists and designers and creatives deserve to be promoted and protected. And as a fashion model myself, I see how these pillars of our culture are disrespected and undervalued, underappreciated on a daily basis. So as an aspiring fashion lawyer, I now dream to protect and defend those who enrich and preserve our national creative identity. I may not have fulfilled that dream of mine to become a fashion designer, but I traded it for a new dream. May the dreamers, once like little me, be spared of the decision between choosing between livable wages and their passion. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you. Next is the Miss Philippines, Northern California. Welcome to the center stage. For you, what to you is the true identity of a Filipino, and how do you intend to promote it to the world?
I grew up in the Philippines, and every Christmas season when I was living here, we had a tradition every December where my grandmother would sell her iconic leche flan and would sell it to the whole barangay because they love it. And honestly, when we were about to move to the United States, guess what was in my grandma's box? It was all of our llaneras. And if you don't know what a llanera is, it is the tin mold that is used to cook leche flan. And obviously, we continued that tradition every Christmas season. despite living in the United States, of making leche flan and celebrating Christmas in a Filipino way. I believe that the true identity of a Filipino is wherever you come from and wherever you end up, the values and traditions of a Filipino is what keeps us in our culture and preserve that in us. I realize that promoting our culture is not just one event or one celebration. I believe that it has been a lifestyle for me, and I want to continue that being a lifestyle. I want to continue celebrating our culture and our heritage, even the smallest way. Cooking Filipino food at home, celebrating with karaoke, and maybe teaching my younger siblings our traditions and values such as manabo. So I'm very grateful that my mom and my family, and especially the Filipino community, brought me back to my roots, and that is why I'm still a Filipino at heart, and thank you.
Thank you, Northern California. Up next, last but not least, we have the Miss Philippines Bulacan. Welcome. What to you is the true identity of a Filipino, and how do you intend to promote it to the world?
Para sa akin, tatlo ang sumasagisa sa totoong pagkakakilala nating mga Pilipino. Una, ang ating wikang Filipino. Dahil tayo ay isang kapuluan at mayroong iba't ibang etnisidad at lengguwahe, iisa ang ating wika. Pangalawa, ang ating kulay kayumanggi na sumasalamin sa ating kasipagan tulad ng mga magsasaka na bilad man sa araw at babad man sa tubigan, masipag na nagtatanim at nag-iisda. At pangatlo, ang pagmamahal sa bayan. Ang ating pakikipaglaban para sa ating kasarinlan ay iisa. At ang tatlong ito ay ang aking advokasya upang mas mapaunlad ang ating bansa, hindi lamang sa larangan ng turismo, kundi sa larangan ng iba't ibang industriya dito sa ating bansa. Dahil magagapan na natin ito sa pamamagitan ng pagkatok sa Filipino diaspora, mga komunidad ng 12 milyong Pilipino na binubuo sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo. At mapapahalagahan ko ito kung ako ang hihirangin the Miss Philippines. Dahil ako ang the Miss Philippines sa wika, balat at gawa. Magandang gawa.
We've just wrapped up our competition with the final word of our final four. It's now time for our selection council to regroup and deliberate, because we will announce our winner in just a few. But right now, Mall of Asia Arena. Are you ready for another concert experience?